What is going on, guys? So in this video we're going to be going over website structure and how to actually put your website together in order to help you for the best ranking. So as you may know, many of you may know, I started with SEO only around 4 months ago. So I've got previous experience in affiliate marketing and whatever else online, but I don't have specific experience inside of SEO. So only as far as 4 months ago, as I said. Anyway, what I want to talk about inside of this video is exactly, what pages you can rank and exactly, how to go about ranking those pages. So what I'm trying to get at here is when I started out, I didn't know whether you could rank your affiliate pages or whether you would just rank other pages and then try and get traffic over to your affiliate page. Okay, so what your affiliate page is a page with links on it that go off to your affiliate products of where you make a commission. So what I thought when I started out is that you don't rank those pages, but what you do rank is supporting articles that link to it. So what supporting articles are, I'm just going to use this drawing tool here, is basically just say, for example, this is your page with the money on it. Okay, so this is the one that links out to your affiliate product where you get paid. Okay, now what it is I didn't think that you could rank this page. I didn't think you could rank this, but you can, like, so in short and brief. So what I assumed is that you would have like another page, just say for example like 2 down here, that would potentially link to this, and then that would give it the traffic of where you make the money and whatever else. But that's not actually how it works. So you can rank this page and you can rank those. So what the difference is, on your money page, you're going to have a buyer intent keyword. So this is going to be like best something. So just say, for example, we're talking about smoothie makers or something like that. This will be like best smoothie maker. Okay. Now, what the difference is your supporting articles will potentially be, not buyer intent keywords, or sometimes buyer intent keywords as well. So you could have this one that could be best smoothie recipes. Okay. So that could be that. So that might be best smoothie recipes. And then this one might be like, for example, I don't know, this one could be targeting maybe something just similar. So it could be like food smoothie blender recipes. Okay, so just something like that. Now that could be like an informational keyword. Now what the difference is, what's good about targeting something like this is that this could be informational, where it means there will be less competition, and this one here, would be more competition because everyone's trying to rank for best this, best that, and whatever else. So in order to actually outgrow those other sites and outrank them, what you would want to do is basically power up this page by actually building more authority and trust to it. Okay, so what we call that in SEO is link juice. So if I were to switch this to here, the juice, for example, so just say, for example, this is ranking on Google. Okay, now this is ranking on Google. What's going to happen is all the juice is going to flow through here into this page, and the juice is going to flow through here into this page, and that's going to get you money. Okay, because that's going to be more traffic, more visitors, and more people going to buy. So that's kind of, a basic way of how to understand it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is website structure through categories and subtopics. So when you actually build a site, it can get kind of messy, especially when you're starting out. I mean, if you're just starting, I would just focus solely on getting good content out and making sure that you're making your posts on the back of, keywords that are being searched in Google. Okay, so that's first things first. And if you're talking about, you know, keywords that are being searched, it might be like best smoothie maker or something like that. These are the words you need to be like going for these actual keywords that people are typing. Don't just make a word up in that sense. Okay, but anyway, so when we're talking about structuring your website, just say, for example, I'm going to give you a really good, nice, easy one to kind of understand. So this is your home page. That's home, if you can understand that writing there. Okay, and basically what this is going to be is the main hub. Okay, so this is like where everything kind of, you know, links back to or links out from and whatever else. Then underneath that, you're going to have your categories. Okay, so if we're talking about smoothie makers, you might say best buys, recipes, okay, ingredients, something like that. Now what it is you would have these three categories. Now underneath this, you're also going to have subcategories. Okay, so inside of best buys, you might have blenders, processors like food processors or something like that, juicers, so on and so forth, and these will be all underneath here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put that in a different color so that's easier to understand. So these I'll put in a different color. So these are your big categories. Okay, and then what this is up here, this is like your home. Okay, so that links to that. Okay, yep, like that. You could do it that way. Like I would usually recommend your homepage, you know, shows all of your content. There are other ways of doing that. And then this links to this links to this, and this links to this. And then that's the same way for recipes. So you might do fruits, veg, so on and so forth. Okay, and then ingredients, you might have like, I don't know, whatever you want to put. So this is the way it works. And then each of these are going to link out to articles. So for example, if you had like one article there, one there, one there, this would then link out to it. Can you see how it's building up? So you got like maybe 2 or 3 articles there, one there, one there. And then these basically would also internally link to each other. So these articles, so what would happen is the relevancy of these articles. So you see this would link to that because it's relevant. That would link to that. And what happens is the link juice starts to now flow through. And what happens is Google will come through, especially if you've got a sitemap. Okay, this is the purpose of a sitemap, is to help Google understand your website. So Google's robot, which is like a spider, this is my drawing of a spider, comes through this big web. Okay, so this is the idea of your web. Now what I'm going to show you is something that's really interesting here. So this is like your little web that you've got. So this is your website, okay, which is great. That's your site. Okay, now the idea of actually, you know, building up your, like, for example, your authority and your trust is by building your web bigger. So now you might have a YouTube channel. Okay, let me do that in a different color as well. Let me do it in I don't know, YouTube we always know is red anyway. So YouTube. Okay, so now you've got a YouTube channel. So that now links to, I don't know, you keep doing different videos. So each video, this is like a video, that's a video, that's a video, and just put a play sign on each of those. Okay, so this video links to that page. This video links to that page. Now this video is about a certain type of recipe that, you know, covers this. This was food processors and whatever else, juicers. So that was juicers. Now you might have a video on juicers. So you link it to that. So now the actual Google will come through. It will, the spider is going to come through and crawl this and go like that, and then crawl all the way through there. And then understand, oh, that's also part of this, and then increase these rankings, which then passes juice to these other pages, So those start ranking better as well. So that's one way. Then you might have forums comments. Yeah, so I say comments. So inside of a forum, you're now linking to a whole topic maybe. So you're linking to like blenders, the best blenders on the market. Yeah, then you might do another one that links to a post on juicers. So you might have juicers here and blenders. So you've got 2 posts on your forum, for example. That's some bad writing. Okay, and then you might have blog comments. So you've got blog comments. So you're going on to similar blogs to your topics, like whatever the topic is that you're trying to rank, and you're building it up. Okay, so you're sending more traffic, more juice up to that. So now you might have blog comments, a blog comments post that's all about juices. Okay, then you might have a web 2.0. Now the idea of a web 2.0, what they are is a mini blog that basically creates a backlink to your website to increase your relevancy and rankings. Okay, so this is your web 2.0. Okay, and what they are is an actual mini website. So you'll have like an actual home page, a contact page. Yeah, let me just zoom out a bit. You have a contact page. You'll also have a free articles. So just say you got one post there, and then one post there. And usually the way I follow Warren Wheeler's technique of where you basically have like the contact page, and then you have an about me page. So it's an actual website. It's like a mini website. You can get guys to do this on Fiverr for you if you don't want to build these sites yourself. And what they are is basically you build up a site in your niche. So it'd be like the same as your niche. Let me just move this over. Sorry. So it'll be the same as your niche. And what you will do is basically you will like link over. So say, for example, you'll link this to that, this to that, and this to that, and to this, and then to this, and then you will have these other small articles linked to. So these are small articles like 500 words. Yeah, this one might be like 1,000 words, okay, or 1,500 or something like that. But what it is, you'll get these to both link to there and to there, like this. Sorry, you get that to link there and that to link there, like that. Okay, so let me just draw that properly. It can get a bit confusing, guys, I'm sorry. But this links to that and that links to that. So that will help the ranking power of this page. Also, then what you will do once all the juice is coming, so you can see how the juice flows in this is basically going here and then into here. This is going straight here, and then this is passing through here and into that as well. Okay, so this is like the main thing where it's getting all the juice. Okay, now what you're going to do with that big article, 1,000 words plus or whatever, if you're trying to rank a page on your website, what you're going to do is link that back. So that might be a whole mini blog about juicers. Can you see how we're actually increasing the authority around this juicer page, okay, on our site? Now, you don't want to blast your site like every page like this, but this is the method you will take. Now, first things first is you might do YouTube videos to your post, and then you go back and check, okay, if I'm position 38, how much did I go up by? Then you might have went up 2 weeks later to, I don't know, position 30. Then you don't really notice any changes or anything like that. So then you start building some blog comments. Then you check, you know, your rankings again to see if they've improved. They improve a little bit. So then you're like, okay, well, I'm up to position 25 now. Then you want to increase your relevancy or your rankings again. So you're like, okay, let me hit it with a web 2.0. You might hit it with 1 or 2 web 2.0s. And then, you know, now you're at position 20. Okay, now what can then happen is you can then create a second web 2.0, another mini blog again. So the same thing as this again, twice. Yeah. Okay, so you have your articles there and whatever else, the same thing, same technique. So you have that link in there, that link in there, and then that link in there, and then contact page and whatever else. Yeah. So you might have that again. Now, the idea is what you would want to do is then you would want to link this post, this big post again, over to another article inside of the same sequence. So maybe up to that one. Now, the idea is what happens when you do that. If you have done your structure right on your website, that juice will pass through there, through this page and into there. Do you understand? So this is where it starts to get interesting, because now you're going to get all that juice passing through. So if we were to do, for example, this thing is a bit difficult to use. Yeah, so if we were to do, for example, put in everything through there. So we could say that, oh, let me just go back on the tool. We could say that this comes all the way through there and then passes through. Okay, so let me see if, oh, the same buttons work as what I usually use. Let's see. Just trying to learn the short keys for this. Yeah, so you can see how it starts to get interesting, because you've got the link juice passing from the web 2.0 here. Now, the big thing you need to remember is that basically Google is a big spider. Yeah, so it comes through and it will go through there all the way, crawl that, come through your site, go to there, all relevancy, more relevancy, blog comments. This blog is linking back to this site. Then it will come through again, scan that, scan this, go all the way through, go all the way back there. That's relevant, so it will come up here. Then it will go like that, come through here, and it will go all the way through and crawl in, and then eventually this post and these articles are ranking big time, okay, to where the point of where you hit that #1 ranking, okay, and that's really good because you have a big smile on your face. So that's the idea behind it. Now, what I wanted to also show you is siloing. So if we were to just go over to Google and type in silo structure for SEO. Okay, so if we were to take a look, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm explaining here. So Warren Wheeler's actually at the top. I highly recommend you go and check his video. If you haven't seen it, just type Warren Wheeler silo effect or something like that and it will come up. But you can see exactly what I was explaining here. So this is just showing you categories without the subcategories. But if you check something like this, then you can see how it kind of works. So that's the categories, and then, you know, supporting posts. So you can see they're all interlinking, which will, so these rank as a whole kind of pack opposed to just one page. So even if you send backlinks just to this section or just up here, if you send backlinks just to this section or just up to there or up to here, it doesn't matter because they're all going to rank, you know, at once. So that's what it allows you to diversify, you know, your pages. So let me see like a more advanced siloing technique. Let me just see. Yeah, so something like this. See, so this would be a good example, because you can see here it comes down, you've got these big categories, and then you've got your subcategories, and then you've got these internal posts that now are linked to each other. So instead of just this one page ranking, if this performs well, all the others inside of that category will also perform well. So if you add to that and grow it, all of these, you know, new posts and stuff are gonna gain rankings. And the idea behind it is that you don't want to leak link juice out. So if it's inside of here, as you can see, you keep it within that. You don't want to leak it out to this and to that and so on and so forth. You want to keep these into little packs that kind of rank as a package. And that's it in a nutshell. And you do that all through internal linking. Okay, so internal links, what's good on WordPress is that you can actually see your internal linking. So what I came over to here first of all is I've installed a plugin called Yoast SEO, which I'd imagine that a lot of you would be using if you are building a website. So it's Yoast SEO. You can do that by just going to plugins and add new. Now, once you've got Yoast installed, you want to go to Yoast, hover over it on the menu, and then go to tools. Once you go to that, you'll come over to this page here, and then down the bottom you see text link counter. Now, if you haven't clicked that, it will say like activate or something like that. You'll just want to activate it and then see that green tick. Once you've done that, what you'll be able to do is come over here, and if you go to screen options, you'll now have an option to see your outbound internal links and your received internal links to each post. Now this is not for external traffic or anything like that. This is purely based on your website interlinking. Okay, so you can see here, these are the outbound links from your post, and then this is the internal links. Yeah, so basically what you would want to do is have each specific category on your website and just interlink those. So for example, if this was like one category, if I came down here and this was a category, you'd want to basically interlink all of these only, and that would replicate these where was we? It was on that post, but this is a good example. Again, that would replicate these. Okay, so that would replicate that. And that's exactly how it works. So Google's robot will crawl all of that. Can you see the sitemap? So this is what the sitemap does. Robot.txt permits it to crawl and can, prevent crawling and stuff like that. But sitemap is the main one where it helps to understand helps Google to understand your website. Okay, and that's the idea behind it. So for example, using the internal links and external links is what you would use inside of your posts, and this will basically give you an indication as to how many you have. So if you've got something that isn't receiving internal links, so links from another post, then you'll see a 0 here. Okay, so this has got 6. That means 6 articles are linking to this page. Okay, so I hope that helps anyway, in regards to ranking. And the idea is, like, for example, if you're asking yourself the question of, okay, so if I had all of this, how would I actually improve my rankings and things like that? So the way it works, like, you might say, like, how many times, should I use it? Like, how many blog comments should I do and whatever else? Well, as many as it takes. So for example, if you notice that you're doing all of that, so you've done like, let's just write it out. So say you've done one blog comment, okay? Sorry, not one blog comment. You've done like 100 blog comments. Sorry. So I'd start off with like, I don't know, maybe 50. So just say 50 blog comments. So you've done 50 blog comments. Okay. Then you've done 50 forum posts, or just say 10 actually, because that's like, it's a lot more natural to do a few with that. So 10 of those. And then you've done like 5 web 2.0s. This is to one article. Okay. So this is going to one article. Yeah. Okay, so 5 of those, and you've done 2 YouTube videos. Yeah, or some type of social media post like Instagram stories, or not Instagram actually, because that's no good, but just say like Tumblr or something. Yeah, and Facebook, Tumblr, FB, all of that. You've done 1 post on that. Yeah. Okay, and then 2 YouTube vids. Okay, so this is your site, and then this is your post on that site. Okay, post. So that's, you got all these other posts and whatever, but this is the post you're trying to rank. So currently this is at position 25. So you hit it with some blog comments and some forum comments. You do that all on one day. Okay, you can do that all on one day. So now you're going to wait for that and see if it improves. If it improves 20, do some more of these. So then you'll hone in on that, because you've seen it move it. So what you want to do is exhaust each option. Okay, so you've done that. You want to be careful when you come to do things like Web 2.0s. But for example, so you've done blog comments and you've seen the rankings improve from 25 to 20. So you keep doing blog comments. It gets up to 18 and it won't budge. You're like, okay, something else needs to give now. So then you hit it with a YouTube video. It improves 17, 1. You're like, this is not good enough. I need to get higher in the ranks. I'm trying to get higher up. So now you're like, okay, let me hit it with some Web 2.0. So you hit it with 5 Web 2.0s, but you don't hit that direct. You've got 2 other posts inside of this category as well. So what you're going to do is they're both linking to this article anyway. Okay, so they're linking back to the homepage and into this article. So what you're going to do is basically you're going to hit that. You might hit like this one with two Web 2.0, 2 Web 2.0s. Okay, then you might hit this one with 3. Okay, so you got 3 here, and then you hit that one. Sorry, so hit that one with 1 and hit that one with 1. I can't even count. So now you've got 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there. And what happens is the juice is going to flow all the way through, like I explained to you earlier in this video. It's going to flow through there, into there, and through there, into there, which again comes back to this one post. Okay. Now, when you hit it with this, you're going to check if rankings improve, which it probably will. So your Web 2.0s, are going to push you up the rank. So you might get up to position 10 now. Okay. Now you see you're not really moving too much more. So now you might be looking at doing some more Web 2.0s to this category. So maybe to this, you might hit this with another 2 Web 2.0s. So now you hit this with an extra 2. So you do 2 more of these and you hit it to that article there, not direct to that, and you pass it through. But now you're using like a variation of your keyword for the anchor text. Okay. So when you're doing your anchor text, you want to see what's working in your niche by reverse engineering your competition. So that shows you what words you should be using to link back. Never, ever link back with your exact keyword that you're trying to rank for, though. That's the wrong thing that's the wrong thing to do. Then you might hit it with some Tumblr links direct to that post again. You go to position 8. So now you're at position 8 and you're thinking, oh, what can I do now? So there's 2 things you can do. You can either wait for time and sit down, yeah, or you can go actually and hit it with some authority links. Okay, so what are authority links? So authority links are links from sites that are very highly authoritative. So for example, if we go over to my key search tool, which I love to use in all my videos, we'll be able to check like just say for example an authoritative website. So say for example this is like DA, domain authority. So highly authoritative is something like, let me just type fitness or something. Yeah, I'm just going to bring up like the most authoritative websites. So you'll see things. Can you see this? So this is like an 88 authority. So you might get a backlink from this or something like that. Yeah, so they'll link to your post, which will then basically, so say for example, if Google's here and your post is here, that green thing that you can just about make up, the authority is going to come in like a big massive boss. Yeah, so this is going to be like, this is after you've done all this other stuff. If you try and do that straight, Google's going to penalize you, or probably think, what the hell, why is this getting this one link straight away? It doesn't look genuine. But this link is going to go poof, and this is just going to get you straight up from like position 8 to like position 3. Yeah, then you might have a good title, which so then people click through, which increases you to position 2 or something like that. This is how it works. Okay, but the idea of it is basically doing something and then following the steps. So you want to basically like this is how business works in that sense. Is basically you have like your idea. So you have your idea, which is your idea of how things are going to work. Yeah, so your plan. This is like your plan. Yeah, then you have your action. Yeah, then you have your result, and then you have your feedback, and then you have your reiteration. Yeah, and then your actions again based on the feedback. So the feedback, this is what then makes a difference to your next action, and you're just going to follow this all the way around like that. This is all you do. Yeah, so it might be the idea or the plan, Web 2.0, hit it, action, result, rankings score 25, feedback, how much did it move by? Well, it moved from 20 to 25. That's your feedback. Did it work? Did it not? If it stayed at 20, the feedback is that it didn't work. So you got to come with something stronger, but everything in Google is getting that trust and power. So you want to power things up so it moves up. Yeah, you push it up. So if it's like position 25, you want to power it up so it pushes up the rankings. Okay, and it just keeps going up. But this authority is what you would do then next. Now, some people will use PBNs, which are private blog networks. I don't personally, use that. I don't intend on using it, but that's the idea behind this whole thing. So you'd get a link like this. Now, you might be asking, where do you get a link like this? How do you get it? So there's a website you can go to, which is SEO Authority Link Building. I think that's the site, if I remember right. And you'll be able to basically go and buy some links off of like a site like this. So Authority Backlinks, something like this. Let's have a look. Authority link for sale or something. I don't know. Like that site was the one. I don't know why it's not working anymore, but it's just like, you know, you're gonna find a site like that. Like, what's this? Have a look. Something like this, monster backlinks or something. You see, so be careful with certain of these sites. Like, I mean, this one looks like it's just spam or something like that. But SEO Authority Backlinks, I know that was a good site. And yeah, let's have a look. Authority Hacker. So Online Dimes is Franklin Hatchett's blog. So he might have a link or something to one. Okay, so he's recommending a few here. So yeah, this is like authority backlink sources. So he's giving you links here. See, so you've got a list there. Let's have a look. Document sharing, submit a logo, blah, 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 Wikipedia. Okay, so yeah, you can do that through many different techniques, guys. Like, I mean, you can go to a site like this. I don't know, this site's not working at the moment. But you can go to a site like that, or you can also just find broken links on a site. So like using this site, SiteLiner, which I showed you in a broken links video, you'd go to a site, you drum in here, and it will basically tell you if they got any broken backlinks. And then you can email them and try and get a backlink that way. Or you can do like a skyscraper technique. There's many different techniques, but I don't want to make this video too long, longer than it is already. I hope this helps you. And if you do like the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new as well. Peace.